Welcome back, everybody, to the Gotenks account update. This is week 118. 7.67 million GP. Last week was the week I unlocked Maul, the Conquest unit, and then upgraded Darth Maul. And that paid off big time for me. Maul has been the perfect pair with Malicos, and I couldn't be happier with him. Last time I think I forgot to cover my ship farming progress. And there was a lot of stuff going on, but I just wanted to share I am really close to finishing off Kylo Ren's command shuttle, which will help me get Finalizer. Fear Class Interceptor is one Proving Grounds away. I think I did cover that. But that means in, I think, 3 weeks, I should have everything I need for Leviathan if I can get this ship in time. I finished Sith Assassin ship. So with that, those 2 shards, I have, what is it from 3? 50 shards. So I need 280 shards left. So let's do some math here. 280 divided by 21 I should have. And I don't know how long until the next Leviathan event after that. That means 13 shards a day. It's kind of a lot, but I guess it's potentially doable. But on top of that, I'm gonna need the units done, so that's gonna take some doing. I need Sith Empire Trooper all the way to like 7. I have a bit of a shortcut for that, about even past the Rhodium tokens. I am gonna need him 7-star to get to that. Swordy I'm fine with 5-star, so I can leave it there. But there's +6 relics here I need, +2 here from Darth Maul. Sith Assassin is fine at 5. And then I'll just need some more here. So not only do I need to finish this Mark 6 farm, I need to do all the other Cantina stuff. So I put it off a little bit. I don't know if I put it off too long to start all these Cantina farms, but I don't fully regret it because I was getting a lot of awesome characters up and running in relics. Chewbacca, I think, is favorited just for mods. I need to work on his mods. Wampa, I don't know if I'll get past Relic 6. Let's just unfavorite. I don't think I need Wampa beyond Relic 6. But in that time, I've got an Ezra, I got Maul up and running. He still needs more Zetas. So I still haven't gotten another Zeta since last week. Next one I'll get, probably this one. Increased cooldown is really nice. But no regrets on farming signal data from Cantina Energy. Other updates. Raven's Claw 53 out of 100. Volter Droid 24 out of 100, Hyena 48 out of 65, and then there's some, if you've noticed, I haven't talked about it just yet, there's some Rebel ships here, favorited. And that can lead into the major topic I have for this week, which is basically a token palooza coming my way. And a lot of people say Biston's U-Wing is up there with Razor Crest as a ship you should be picking up whenever you see it in the fleet store, because there's no other way to get it other than the fleet store, or some credits. I've seen it, or some crystals. I've seen it in the shipments here and there, and at some point I might entertain the idea of picking that up. But there's a reason I have that favorited, and there's a reason I don't need to farm Sith Empire Trooper shards. And that's because we have a lot of tokens coming our way, even more than the Rhodium tokens I've been getting consistently. Because Cassian's event starts tomorrow. I might do just a standalone video on it, but I am ready for it. I have a 5-star Deidre Miro, a level 46. With this first tier, I'll be getting 2 Kyber tokens. These are for any character. Relic 6 and 7 stars, so I think these have even more strategic value. You need to put in a lot more strategic thought than an Rhodium token that are coming kind of a dime a dozen, and we're going to get a boost of not 1, 2, or 3, but 5 of these, because I'll get 3 from the second tier, and this is why I've been doing the 5-star route this whole time. I just need 1 more level on Vel, so that's going to be 5 characters that I can get for free to 7 stars and Relic 6. So I've been thinking a lot about that. I'm like, okay, I'm close to the end of my Leviathan journey. What else do I want to use those on strategically? So thinking past that, I've been talking about Ahsoka. Not a ton of targets for this here. So let's look at it down the line. Ahsoka Snips. I have her relics already. I'm not going to use that. General Skywalker. Ineligible. Saj. Only relic 5. That's fine. I already have her 7 stars. Fine for a rhodium token. Cap. Some other thing. I already have her relic 7. Just a couple more. Ezra. That's a rhodium token territory. Ahsoka Fulcrum. Kind of. There's kind of the argument for that. Because I don't have her farmed fully. So that's something I might think about. Rex. Already have relic 5. Barris. Already relic 1. And doesn't need to go past relic 5. Padawan Sabine. That's an interesting consideration, and I was considering her until I remembered for the... Are these up yet? No, maybe it's next week. For those anniversary quests, we're going to get a Mandalorian token, and since that has Zetas, I am strategically thinking of Padawan Sabine for that, because we'll get her Zeta, because I do want that Zeta available. And then I also have Hu Yang. I gave Hu Diang the anniversary token, so he has both his Zetas. And then another member of the team is Ezra. I got him up and running anyway, just because he's awesome. So that's 4 of the 5 members of the team already just having Zetas before I unlock her. So that's lining up really nicely. Plo Koon, also, you know, there's kind of an argument for it, but I do have him fully farmed star-wise, and I don't know. I feel like that could just be... in a rhodium token, because I'm thinking about stars. I'm thinking about stars as a component of it, and that's the whole list. I mean, General Syndulla, she needs to be relic 5. She is a Cantina farm, so that could be there could be an argument for that. If they gave Zetas, that would be an easy call. But she only needs 5, so I need. But I don't know. Yeah, she might be it. Anyway. That led me to look at, and someone asked not too long ago, why, maybe it was last week even, why don't I consider Profundity? And I just kind of had put off Profundity for a long time because I was thinking in terms of like a new account, but I don't really have a new account anymore. And I wanted Leviathan so bad because it is the top dog, and I was trying to aim to get it as soon as that Conquest unit is done, Fury. And I just hadn't looked at Profundity in a while and given honest consideration to it. And these Kyber tokens really are going to have me in a good spot if I choose to go this way. So let's look at what we need. Well, how many units need to be over Relic 5? So Dash, I wouldn't use the token on him. I just need 2 more Relics levels on him. So Cassian and Admiratus need over Relic 5. And then the rest of these, throw a rhodium token, a rhodium token, a rhodium token. And then we're really close. Just need a couple relics there. If I do a Kyber token on Cassian and Admiratus, I need a few more relics on them, but that is not so bad. That's not bad at all. And look at this. I don't have Cassian farm much. He's not a terrible farm. He's a squad arena scored, but that would just save me some currency. The biggest thing for Admiratus, I haven't farmed him whatsoever, and he's a hard node farm. So even if I used an Erodium token, I would need to farm 100 shards of him the slow way. Yes, it's a cheap node, but that's a lot of normal energy. And in this token economy, it's getting more and more clear that the best choice is to put off farming characters until you token them. Because at least if you're engaging and doing pretty well in Coliseum, you're going to be able to get a lot of Erodium tokens and Kyber tokens. And for all these non-conquest, non-journey guide characters, you can just get them to 6 stars real easy and then farm them. Or you could use a Kyber token, get them to 7 stars and then farm them. So I think Admiratus and Cassian will be good targets for the Kyber tokens. And I made a... So I had this squad loadout for a while. So I have Admiratus there and Cassian. And then Sith Empire Trooper, I will give one of the Kyber tokens. Because that's part of my active farm. You know, get them 7 stars. The other one I have here is Arc Trooper. So that might seem a little confusing. Why Arc Trooper? Well, that's because to get Ahsoka, you need gas, of course. You need General Skywalker. And then, if you're going to get General Skywalker, you want to have his team ready. I'm actually in a good spot. I have two of the two main guys. The 3v3 team is there. Maybe I still need Rex Zeta, but I got 5 Zetas both. So then I would need to add Echo and Arc for the 5v5 team. Echo is not hard to farm his shards. He really isn't. I would buy this now, but again, I can just wait till I Erodium token him later and then start picking up the shards. Anything below 6 stars at this point, there's no point for me knowing that I'm going to do that. He needs a Zeta. I mean, Arc, you need Zetas, but look at Arc. I don't have him even activated, and he's on Cantina. So, like, that's 310 shards of a Cantina character just skipped from a Kyber token, and that seems fantastic. It seems like a team I'm going to be using sooner rather than later, and that's just a really great pick. I had in that loadout also some a list of Erodium token characters, and I'll talk about that. But the way I sort of like thought through Kyber token targets is I went to the bottom of my roster like this, and this is where I can see, I could sort of by rarity too, but this kind of has it by power level, and that by default has kind of characters with low contributions to them already. Of course, we have all the Journey Guide units down here that I can't do. I got Tuskens. Yeah, I could like get them working. I don't think they're worth farming really. You know, L3 I guess is not a bad choice. She's Cantina node farm. It's got the ship. It's a pretty useful tank, all said. But I was just going through this way. Admiratus stood out a lot. Arc Trooper stood out as just like not having many shards at all. And there's just kind of pick from there teams that I want to be working on soon. And like there's plenty of targets for the future that I'll consider. Oh, I guess I got you through Bronze Sims. All right. Are you available in Bronze Sims? No, I don't know how I got Tusken Shim Sim Search, but anyway. There's plenty of other targets. Gungans, yeah, Gungans is a Journey Guide farm I do think is pretty efficient. Because it's 4 units, and then the unlocked unit makes the whole squad. It's pretty efficient, but the thing about them, they're a good team. They're not like a GL killing team. I've been focusing on a lot of the Journey Guide units that are killing GLs, so I don't need to rush them. And like I could Erodium token most of them, and that'll do just fine. But yeah, that's most of the like not farmed up Star-wide characters. I mean, I have some. We're getting into the characters. I've actually put some gear levels on, though I need that. But yeah, for right now, I'm loving the thought of 501st plus Profundity stuff, because really, I think I could finish the Profundity farm faster than I could even believe. I mean, look at the ships. Ghost done, Outrider done, Biggs, Wedge done, Rebel Y-Wing done, Cassian's U-Wing done, just Biston's U-Wing. It's just Biston's U-Wing. I think it would just be like farm it, and I haven't not been getting any of it. It's almost 6 stars, but it's just Biston's U-Wing and then Apparatus to Relic 9. Those are the big obstacles. That's it. So I think as soon as I finish Leviathan, I can just turn around and finish the farm for Profundity, and then just be working on both of them at the same time. I'd be spending crystals for Leviathan refreshes over Profundity, because Profundity kicks butt at low stars. Leviathan actually really needs the higher stars. But it's all feeling like it's coming together. Like I had this problem, I didn't have enough ships. It wasn't a killer problem because I've been in Kyber 3 for a while. When I was in Chromium as recently as October, can't believe I climbed up here. And that's been thanks to the land game characters. But now I'm backfilling the weak part, which is ships. So I feel really good about this plan. And with that plan in mind, pivoting back to Leviathan, there's no other character I'm going to use an Erodium token on. And also, they recently gave us a make good on top of all the era currency I've been getting anyway. So I was able to get not 1, but 2 Erodium Lightspeed tokens for this week. And what am I using them on? And I also have this tank token. What am I using them on? Because I don't need them for my Leviathan farm. I was thinking I'm going to look at the units I have that maybe already have Zetas or are already developed and useful in some way for a team I currently have, not for a farm that I'm chasing. These are some good targets. Asajj will help me with that that gas farm, although I can kind of wait and postpone doing that. Veers already has the Zeta, and I do use him. I've been putting him to great effect with Piet and Scout in 3v3, and he could actually be a contributing member of that. Like, Relic 5 is significant. He'll get some more speed, some survivability. He won't die immediately from the Relic Delta. Jolie, I gave him his Zeta forever ago and just never got to the point, like, he like missed his window where he'd be super useful, and then I was like, I just kind of like put him off. So that relics are huge for him. Gear 12, he's borderline useless, and I haven't really used him. Relics, it's huge. Just another Jedi I have to slot and throw into the mix. Qui-Gon, even though he is like Gear 11, I still use him every 3v3 GAC at least. 5v5, he's also got a team there too. So yeah, he'd be great, and that's huge. So I think I wanted to start with Qui-Gon. So I bought this some support one for him. Let's see the stat change. 18,000, 28,000, 162, 3469. Oh no, don't do that. It's a waste. Relic 5? You know, he already has the abilities and Zays there, so this is some of the low-hanging fruit for me. I could slice him up. I have no speed on him because he's just about dying and passing off. His offense nearly doubled. His speed, yeah, he's got some more speed and some survivability, but the most important thing, he's Relic 5. I don't know if I want to be slicing him up or focusing. Maybe I'll remod him at some point. He doesn't have great mods. I like went for... I haven't remodded him in so long. I was just going for flat offense because he was, you know, gear nothing. Yeah, this one's better. Now the percentage actually starts to look good. Oh, and another positive update regarding like the mod slicing. Mats 2. Just real quick. Yes, confirm that. I love this change in the Guild Activity Store. They upped the amounts of everything you buy with this currency, the Raid 1 currency. It used to be so small. You buy 10 of these at a time. It was good value, but it was just so fatiguing. It was like, I don't even feel like clicking to buy 10 of them. But now I can buy 100, use 1,000. That helps because I can't spend this currency fast enough. I want to, but it's fatiguing to go into the shop and do it all the time. Now with all these tokens and just mainly needing this kind of gear for Conquest and Journey Guide units, I've been able to slowly raise the floor on all of these materials and get to a safe point where like anyone I try to upgrade, like I should have everything for. So the mod slicing materials, especially those low level ones, that's a huge plus. I'll favor him and I'll try to upgrade his mods later. And then Jolie, I mean, he's ready to go already, and I had already bought the healer one, so he's next. And yeah, his modding before, his health was pitiful compared to this now, and I just need to get some mods that I slice up with a health primary, and he's gonna be ready for action. GTO. I'm trying to find like one that's pretty good in terms of survivability stats. That's not great. I don't feel like... Sometimes I really just don't feel like moving mods around. We'll take this. We'll take that from Paris. She can have something else. I see 91,000 just from that change. This is protection. We don't want protection there. We want health. So defense, that's fine. Tenacity is also good for him. Just because his... So does he have a... No, it's not a Zeta. It's actually a freebie. I'll show it in a second. So let's just take this from Karth. Karth doesn't need it. He might have over 100,000 health now. Oh, of course, flat defense. Can I get speed? No. It's a law of nature. If you re-roll your flat defense, it goes back to flat defense, but a worse number. Oh, almost 100,000. Are you serious? Let's find something else for Mr. Jolie so he can get over that 100,000 bump. Percentage, pretty good one. Okay, there we go. 100,000 health. So that feels a lot more usable. He's not super fast. He's actually quite a slow chum, but I can throw him in somewhere and not feel like he's just completely a waste. So I'll take them off and cycle through. Well, Veers, I also want Dark Trooper. He doesn't have his Zeta, but he's someone that, like, I mean, come on, he can just go in there. So I feel like it's so cheap. Yeah, there's that. You don't need that. I mean, that's only like a recovery thing. The Erodium tokens are flowing so much right now, and it's like hard. It's hard to even like keep up. It's like, yeah, it's just too many Relic 5 units. But yeah, I'm just gonna be trying to think like the here and now for a little bit with those, as opposed to late game and game farms. I mean, yes, I'm gonna use them for the profundity stuff, but right now, since I'm still chasing Leviathan, I don't need to rush to profundity. I will use some of those, because for profundity, I ultimately need how many Erodium tokens? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and Hera, I arguably don't need that, so I can just do Biston and Jin. Really comes down to it, because Radis and Cass are going to be Kyber tokens. That's insane. It's really just a token palooza. But, you know, it's not really a token fest without a third type of token. We've had discussed the Kyber, the Erodium. What about the Bronzium? So for this, it's tanks. What I don't want to use it on is a unit that I ultimately want much higher than Relic 1. Like, if I'm just going to do an Erodium token later, what's the point? Someone that's going to have some use with it, but just doesn't need it super high. And I've landed on a couple of targets. Either B2 or Magna Guard. Because along the lines of Visage, I am going to want to unlock General Kenobi, or not General Skywalker. I have to have Visage Relic 5, so she'll get an Erodium. If I have one of these tanks at Relic 1, I could even just, like, get the rest of the droids to, like, Gear 12 with the Gear 12 tokens. And that's so cheap. Or I could just, honestly, the gear isn't bad. I could just do it that way. But yeah, I could just buy a couple of these. It's so cheap. And then I'm just there for gas. Because I need 17,700. Yeah, I mean, Asajj Relic 5, she's got that big delta. To make it easy, I might just want like one other unit in mid relics like that, but so who has B2 Magna, B2 Magna. I'll do B2. I think he's fine to be like Relic 1. He's not really a damage dealer for the team. And if I like Relic 5 someone, it might want Magna Guard. So yeah, his base stats. He is a tank, so I could just upgrade his abilities a little bit. He doesn't need his Zetas. He already automatically gains turn meter from getting hit. Yeah, I don't think I need to Omega the basic. Yeah, he already has most of that going on. You just get him tenacity and protection. It's maybe tenacity set. Protection. That has speed. Give me any rolls. Okay, I'm fine with that. Gosh, do I just not have any tenacity mods for anything? Sad. There's Krisan has one, but it's a lonely mod. No, I don't have these sorted. Heck yeah, this one. He doesn't need speed, but no. Any primary stat? Force. Tenacity modding. Yeah. A little bit, yeah. I'll take it. Forlom and Zuckus. I don't really use them. Oh. Wasn't done evaluating. But, sure. Yeah. 111% tenacity, that's okay, but he's got protection. And he just he doesn't need speed, he just kind of sits there and spams, and he can hang in there. Here's Relic 1. But yeah, that gets it. He's ready for General Skywalker. Oh, he's not. 17,700. Maybe he just needs that 7th star. I think that's probably it. Since he's Relic or 6 stars, it's just not quite there. Yeah, 17,100. So just the star will get it. Cantina farm, but don't get him in Cantina. Get him with that currency. So yeah, this is like an insane amount of tokens that are gonna be coming in. It's it's bonkers. Oh, nice. I get the Qui-Gon portrait. For so long, it just hasn't been there. All right, now that we've done all that, we join. Let's switch in. He's already there, so I already have Qui-Gon sitting there with Anakin. That's a more respectable team. Look, it's like almost a full relic wall. If I just did Veers, I would actually have a full relic wall here. So soon, I will, because he might get the next token. You know, I could put Jolie here, but I don't think that fits. So maybe I should have done... Well, no, actually the reason I didn't do that is because they're both the same role. So I can only buy one of each role per week. So there's support, and he's also support. So I couldn't do it. It's going to refresh. Oh, if I wanted to do it, wait to do it off camera, I could have waited. But I wanted to just do both the Erodium tokens for the video just to emphasize the point. And a core part of that point I'm trying to hammer home is just the importance of the Coliseum reward, like the value of the Coliseum rewards. I think a lot of people hate Coliseum, clearly. It's a frustrating game mode, but if you just capitalize on everyone else being frustrated on it and not caring as much. I've had some crystal investment at the beginning. I have to buy the stars, which is painful. But from a resource standpoint, like return on your crystals, there's almost no better return if you add up all the Erodium tokens through the era plus those Kyber tokens. So if it's just the Kyber tokens alone, I don't think it's as worth it. But if you're doing well in Coliseum along the way, that's so great. And it is arguable even just the Kyber tokens. It's arguable. I wouldn't do it if I like could get all these Kyber tokens, but I still couldn't do well in Coliseum. It would be really hard for me because it is kind of a strain. I haven't been doing refreshes on normal energy. I've gotten back to mod. I haven't been doing it on ship energy. But it's really kind of my strategy is just farm ship blueprints. Don't farm the character shards until you really need to. And then go from there. It's a different way of doing things, but I've had to adapt. And then speaking of that, era stuff, era update. I got Deidre, I think last week I talked about, I got her to like level 44, 45, and that's where she got me past tier 4 with the ATST. And that was about it. That was her job. I've pivoted back to the Rebels, because we're going to unlock Cassian soon. And it's like, yes, we finally have a leader with this guy, but then we're also going to have the Rebel leader at the same time. And he's the Journey Guide unit. So whereas Maul, it was hard to slot him in. Like, I didn't get him during the Era of Anniversary, but I just thought, like, I don't know who I'm going to sub him for. Like, is he really that good? You got to get him up to speed. This is a much clearer choice, because instead of losing another great character you had been building up the whole time, you can't use Deidre in that. You lose Saw. You lose your non-leadership Saw, whose only special ability steals your buffs, gets rid of your buffs. Yes, it can blind, but he has such a dud of a unit. This is in every single way an upgrade. Every single way. He unlocks so much of the team. So, like, working on just the rebels was the no-brainer. I don't know if I haven't gotten close to clearing a tier 5 yet. Hopefully Cassian can get me there. And I'm actually not stopped on the currency for once, just this. But is that gonna be in the event? Oh, it's on this guy's thing. But yeah, I won't get him to 5 stars right away, because obviously that like I'm relying on the marquee event to get to that 5th star, so I'm not gonna get Cassian 5 stars right away. But he's still gonna be super usable in Coliseum. There's no rush. I don't need to rush for those Kyber tokens. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I really can't wait for it. Over the Coliseum, I've thankfully gotten to the point where I just like do 1 or 2 a day and I kind of call it quits. For the video, I will do an extra one at least, just show where I'm at. Taking the advice of a few people several weeks ago told me to start doing this, but at least on this one it's worked out well. Oh, perfect, there's no turn meter there. Start with the Undermine, if land's good. Then just use specials with everyone except Saw, because like I said, annoying dispel my own buffs. So since it will assist everyone doing a special, and here's the kicker. Look at look at those buffs. Offense up, crit chance up, crit damage up. Now normally I try to like put this extra buff on her, but time is of the essence. I'm gonna make use of all these buffs. And then entrenched, look at it. 51,000. Oh my gosh, up to 40%. And I have no I have no leadership, which is insane. I'm going to have a leadership. Any leadership at this point is like water in the desert. Okay, we're going okay. I don't know how to beat tier 5. I don't know if they'll like rebalance it again at some point, but if I can't beat it with Cassian leveled up to the same level everyone else is at, then I just don't see how I'll get there, because everyone's almost their max level that they can be stuck at this tier. But probably the Zepho, there'll be once the Zepho 2 Guardians I'll get by. I don't think this is the punch through boss, the ATST. I guess is the point. Yeah, rank 12. Like almost 7 hours in. Who's 10? I don't really push for this. If I look tomorrow, okay. Let's see what we're with. Really? Maybe he's got a better strategy, or maybe Deidre does well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't do a ton of research on it either. But like, if closer to payout, rank 10 is usually like a lot higher than me, so it's not worth banging my head against the wall. I just take the easy win, top 30, that's fine, and then take my winnings and go. So every 10 days I get a rhodium token from that. So that is most of the account updates and trajectory for now. I think the last thing is to just take inventory on my Datacrons. I have a pitiful amount of the blue, slightly less pitiful amount of this orange, and then purple actually starts to look respectable. I am out of most of my upgrade materials, so can't really do much there, but I might have a few reroll materials. One thing that is very odd, this happened in an update this last week. I don't know why or how this happened. Look, there's this little up arrow here. For level 1 and 2, you can no longer roll crit chance or resistance penetration. There's protection there instead. There's, I don't know, what else are we missing from these others? Because resistance pen before. There's some other stats up there. Is it potency? Yeah, they subbed in potency and protection. And these are the amounts you normally get level 4 and 5. So this defense 50 to 75? 50 to 75. So I can't re-roll this because it's not a maxed out Datacron. But what the heck? That's so odd. That is so strange. I don't have any of these. I don't have anything. I have 60 of that. I can re-roll some of these. But it's less advantageous. Can I? Oh no, that's 80. That's 80. I can't. I'm not gonna do that. But, like, you can get so much more defense from that. That's such a weird oversight or glitch or whatever. Okay, this one I have some of that. Should I just... That might be worth it. Give me defense. Health. Oh, it does take health. But it's like, if I got 75% defense there, that's insane for level 1 and 2. How does that even happen? They're really being weird with their Datacrons lately. None of these... Chrysanthemum could be valuable to me with that. Both of these are still on the 20. I did like... So the turn meter is a really crucial one. I think this is actually probably better for job. I'm trying to decide where to reroll for hopefully Chrysanthemum. I think this one probably would be better for that. Resistance penetration, not a really great... Of course, I got Vayne. I'm gonna pick it anyway. Okay. So either double down, try for Chrysanthemum, or try for a good stat. I'll try for a good stat. Oh yeah, that was a reward. I was rewarded for that. Let's keep it going. These are cheap. Armor pen's okay, but if I can get a full defense, I'd go for that. I just like don't go through one more try for defense. Nah. But that's good. That's a lot of defense, man. This one, I have another roll I could do. These are good rolls. But this reroll mats are gonna be useless to me, so yeah, I can't use it on the 80. I have to use it on one of these two. Wait. The Vayne. Where's the Vayne one? Didn't that keep the Vayne? Okay, the Vayne went all the way down here. Okay, yeah, this is two of the defense ones. Yeah, it was glitching. It was showing me like two boss at first. So this is still on 20. I'm confused. I'm so confused. What is... Yeah, it's only this boss one. Yeah. Oh, so weird. So I can try reroll. If it's defense, I'll keep it. Health. I already have theming on it. Quick damage. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, so they're not great. I leaned into the focus Datacrons. We have this new set coming out. I haven't done the video yet on it. Since they're coming so frequently, these new Datacron sets, like, I get exhausted. Making the presentation, it's just like, I just finished that, and I have to do another one, so I'm waiting closer to Conquest, when people can actually farm it. There's going to be a few I can take advantage of. You know, Drogon, obviously. Hera, not quite as much, but we have Inquisitors and Rebels. Inquisitors are the team that never is lacking a Datacron because they have the Empire tag, they have the Ufu tag, they have Inquisitors, and then they always give Inquisitors a specific one, and it's always really good. Rebels, I have several Rebel teams, so I will try to aim for a few of these. Drogon one, really good. So I'll be going for this instead of, you know, that Chodakron. And then the stats are very strong as well. We got defense again, so I get high defense. Drogenkron, that's gonna be insane. And I mean, all the stats are pretty good. The worst one is just like potency, but these are all really good stats. Oh, wait, what? Look at this. This is another little glitch. This is the crit. Let me move myself. This is the crit chance icon, but for protection. And none of the other ones are like that. So, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a strong set. I'm already trying to buy a little bit of reroll stuff. But I'm not getting as many ally points as I used to because I'm just dialing way back on the energy expenditure, and it's definitely hurting me. So I need a pause on that too. And I think that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, guys. Token, I don't know, token palooza, token whatever. It's crazy. The next few weeks are gonna be insane for the account. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See ya.